Cancer Journey Part 2.1. So I already was going over some of the stuff. However, a few more tidbits. So esophageal cancer is a very aggressive cancer, as we know. It's more predominant in men, basically very common in men. It's very rare in women. There are two types of esophageal cancer. There's more of a mucus one, which they see more commonly over in Europe. Those are usually people that do a lot more smoking. Even though we smoke over here, interesting. I think that's the smoke. Or is it the one over here is the smoking? Anywho, the one over here, the western one, is the adenocarcinoma. That's the common one, cancer that we have here. But again, it's usually found more in males, and it mostly stems from Barrett's esophagus. It's rarer in women, of course, but women, yes, can get it. Not that we can't. It's just we're a little bit fewer that get it. So, going back to and somewhat filling in some of the various stuff from 2. So if there's repeats, don't worry about it. I'll try and just move forward. Anywho, last that I was talking from 1.5 was that I had the appointment with the oncologist. So going back to that, hair's coming out. Going back to that, he goes through like a little bit of the surgery. I'm a candidate for it, but I need a treatment plan. So now I need to meet with a medical oncologist. And at this point, the only thing that was scheduled was an endoscopic ultrasound. And that was on the 17th of, or maybe the 16th. It was a Wednesday. Whatever the date was for Wednesday that week, that's when I had that surgery. Now, mind you, the surgery alone is only like 10 minutes. But the prep is the hour that, it takes for them to get you all ready and everything else. That's the annoyance. So, anywho, go through that. On that Wednesday, got that done. I'm trying to think when I met with Dr. Scaraya. I'm not sure if I had met with him yet or if it was after that. I'd have to go back through my notes to find out, to really remember. But Dr. Scaraya happens to be my medical oncologist. And he's pretty good. But again, we brought up the ivermectin. He is dead set against it. Oh my goodness. He just does not like it. Some of the supplements he was okay with. So I was like, well, I ain't going to tell you shit, but I'm going to keep taking everything. So he wants to put a plan together at this point. Something that, insurance is going to pretty much cover. Because heaven forbid. And what he's not one for radiation. At least I don't think he was. I know that it was off the board, period. Thank goodness, because I wouldn't have done it. I don't do radiation whatsoever. I don't believe in it. I don't feel I think it's the worst thing you can do. Not that chemo's any better, but that's just going beyond. So his treatment plan was immunotherapy and chemotherapy, a combo. You get 2 doses of immunotherapy, and then you get 4 doses of chemotherapy. And this is within it goes by round, so it's 4 rounds that you're going through this. So the first round happened, they wanted to set it up as quick as possible. The problem is you need a port to be placed inside of you. And trust me, not fun. Another surgery. So I go in Thursday, the day after I got my ultrascopic ultrasound done to get the port put in. Normally when you get a port put in, they usually, before you can do it, they make you wait like 5 days. But he wanted the chemo started on the 22nd of September that quickly, and they didn't have I didn't have a port put in yet, so I needed to get one put in. So Thursday was when this was done of the week prior. And yeah, talk about being beat down, exhausted, tired, half black and blue, because a nurse blew a vein out on me, and that was on Wednesday, and I felt the anesthesia like hit me full force. It hurt like a motherfucker. It was bad. And luckily the nurses in the operating room, caught everything right away, stopped it. Still had the pain though, but they had to redo the IV and put it in my hand, which was where it was supposed to be in the first place. I have tiny veins. You should know this shit by now. Anywho, I digress. So I get the port put in, and now I have to heal. So I heal as best as I can, and Monday comes around, and boom, I'm now go up for my appointment, meet with the doctor first, go through everything. You got your checks and balances, how do you feel, things like that, how's your weight, yada, yada, yada. And then I get sent down for the infusion. So the infusion took about maybe 4 to 5 hours, because this was the first time, for one. 2, they were doing the immuno first, and then they do the chemo afterward. He went with the latest and greatest for the treatment plan, which is using the immuno and the chemo. And the chemo is a flat system. So the first F is 5FU. And it's named rightly so. It's like, F you, I'm going to kick you in the ass, and I don't give a shit if you fall, but you're going to know it. And that drug pretty much will do it. But the other ones don't, help either. They just add to the fire. So I went through that, and then what happens is you get a pump that you have to take home that infuses that 5FU drug for 24 hours. Now, the problem was they hooked everything up. I'm ready to go home. And I felt it was cold, but I didn't think too much of it. I get home and I realize it's wet. And what happens when it leaks out of the tubes from the pump, when air hits the fluid, it crystallizes. And you're not supposed to touch it with your bare hands, because this is a chemo drug. So they give you, steps to take, where to go, who to call, and stuff like that. So I called and I explained everything that happened. So what we had to do was stop. We had to shut the hose down. So basically clamp the hose and then stop the pump so that it's not trying to, continue to send fluid through. So we stopped the pump. And now I'm sleeping with, basically for the rest of the night, I now have a dead pump. I just got home maybe an hour to an hour and a half, and this thing broke on me. I'm like, yay, I'm batting 1,000 already. Keep on going. So I had to go to sleep with a dead pump. And mind you, sleeping with those pumps, not the greatest, but it's manageable. And the hoses are fairly long, so you can sort of maneuver them and put them places. So you don't get them too tangled. But beyond